guys, what's going on? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to be working on the Miata. We're going to be working on the door panels. So what I did is I got the door panels. I took the leather that comes with it off, which you can see right there. I'm sorry I'm inside, it's raining outside. So I bought some fabric. This is the fabric. As always, I would leave in the description. I link in the description to get this. I bought it on Amazon. So what I did is I took the fabric off the door panel and I put it on top of the new fabric, and I went over it with a pen and I marked the holes that I need to make and where I need to cut it, and that's what I did. So I already cut the outside. Now I'm going to be cutting the hole for the strap, for the door latch, and for the window handle crank thing. So I'll catch up with you guys when I have those holes out. Alright guys, so everything is cut. What I did here is just cut it in an X on everything. And what I'm gonna be doing now is I'm going to be using some of this Gorilla spray adhesive. I'm gonna spray it. I'm gonna spray the door panel, and I'm gonna start working it in. Alright guys, so after like 15-20 minutes of playing with it, you get a bunch of extra pieces and you get something like that. Okay? It doesn't have to look perfect in the back. I have that clip right there holding it so it sticks together. The front has to look like this. Now again, it doesn't have to be perfect, because then when you put it on the car, a lot of those imperfections are going to go away. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put something big and heavy on top so it presses against it, and leave it probably for a couple hours, and then go ahead and get to installing it in the car. Probably won't happen today since it's raining, but that's the good thing about editing. You guys won't have to wait, so let's get to installing. What I did now is I used some of this super glue liquid. It dries like in like 10 seconds. And what I'm doing is this parts that it just comes off, I just put some here and press it for around 10 seconds. So and it stays. And what I did is, on those that are too short, they tend to like stick out. So what I did is I put that glue and I held it. As you can see, I have glue everywhere. But yeah, that's what it's looking like now. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to put something on top of it, and like I said, I'll let it dry for a couple hours. So that is the final product, and we're gonna be installing it onto the door. So first of all, I have to take this off. So to take this off, there's a little pin, and I'll show you how to take it off. Alright, so what you're going to use is this thing. And this is what closes the bread plastic. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna come here and you're gonna look for the pin. Okay. And I don't know if you can see it, but you probably can see it. The pin has 2 arms, so what you wanna do is get this through an arm and then pull. Just like that. And there it is. So the pin is sitting in here. What you want to do is get that loop around it. So like this, through one arm, and then pull, and then it comes right off. And now this, to just pull it back and off, once you get the pin off, you just pull the tab out, and we're left with that. So now what I'm gonna do is, I have that, and I have some pins. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the pins, I'm gonna put them in and slide them down. Put them in and slide them down. In and down. There you go. And that's what it's looking like. Now what I'm going to do is put the cap that goes here. So let me show you. And now there's a screw that goes there. I lost mine, so I'm just gonna try to find one that fits in there. Alright, and that's what it's looking like. So I have that on. Now what I'm going to do is put the window crank again. So how you do that is you push this in, and you want to push it far because the ring has to go over that groove right there. So you need to push it back. You're gonna put your washer, and you're gonna put your crank. And now what I'm gonna do, I need 2 hands for this, but I'm gonna push in and then slide the pin in that groove. So I'll be right back. Alright, so I got it in there after 5 minutes playing with it. And now what you want to do is you want to get with the flathead, you want to get in here and push the pin down. I don't think you guys can see anything, but you want to push the pin down so it goes over the pin that's coming out, or the knob. And that's it, it ain't going nowhere. Alright, now that we have that on, let's install the speaker cover. Now the speaker cover has 4 pins, as you can see. So it is just basically align them and push it in and wait for it to click. Alright guys, and that is on. Now keep in mind, it's gonna be a pain to get on because the fabric that we just put is so much thicker than the one that comes stock. So the clips are not gonna be long enough to reach, so you're gonna have to bang it in there. Now this is in there, but I don't know if it's gonna last too long, so we'll just play it by ear. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the piece on the top. Alright guys, so here you see that pin right there. It's gonna go into that hole right there. So just align it and push it down and you're done. So the speaker cover wasn't going in because, as you can see right there and right there, it had 2 pins coming out. So what I did is I just cut them and then just I dremeled them off, literally. So now it should be much better. So I'm gonna try it. Alright, so that worked a little better. As the clip comes off, okay, well, it's gonna stay like that. Alright guys, and that's what it's looking like. So you can see this doesn't have a pin, but whatever, I'll hold up, and then I put the strap on right there. So what I'm gonna do is reuse one of the bolts that came with the armrest, which is right here, right there, and then I'm gonna use a washer, and I'll show you. Alright guys, and that is it. Looks so much better than before, huh? And I just have that thing hanging there, which I'll just probably just cut with a pair of scissors. And that is it for the door panels. It looks so good. I'm so happy, and I didn't have to spend $150 for the metal plates. I just reused the ones that came with the car. Love them. And then obviously I painted that because that wasn't like that. That look, it was just faded, so I just hit it with some spray paint. Same thing with the couplets right there for the door opening mechanism latch thing. And then those I bought on Amazon, so I'm gonna leave the link in the description as always, where I got the fabric and where I got the straps. So yeah, now let's get to the other side and we'll be done. Alright guys, and that is the other side. Done. Now one thing that I wanted to show you guys. When you're doing this, since you're adding thickness, because the fabric is thicker than the stock one, you need to trim off the cardboard of the door panel when you have the fabric off. Before you put the new fabric on, you have to cut it, because the fabric adds thickness and then this gets stuck on the door well. That's why I had to put on this side 3 screws to hold it in so it doesn't come off, but it does get stuck sometimes. I learned from my mistakes, and on this one I didn't do it like that. That one I did it right. So now when I close it, it just opens right out. The other one gets stuck a little bit. Let me show you. See? But again, this door's not going to be used too much. Only when I have people in the car. That one's going to be used every time I use the car. So yeah guys, now next video is going to be the top. Next video is going to be the top, and then probably the seats, and then we'll start getting to painting, and lastly will be the rims and the tires. And then obviously it's new steering wheel, shift knob, etc, etc. But yeah guys, it's looking so good. I love them. Alright, so this is the end of the video. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you didn't like it, give it a dislike and let me know why. And as always guys, ride safe, and I will see you in the next one.